when you met with them, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
What came to my mind was I'm a privileged child and I have an opportunity to learn, and I would have to make the most of it.
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of out-of-school children is that they are just children like us, that in any other day I could have just been us, that we had the opportunity to be able to go to school and have a good life.
In the words of Nelson Mandela, South African anti-apartheid activist and politician, he once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And I agree with that one. Our next quote is from Maimonides, who is a Jewish philosopher, once said, "Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime." Absolutely spot on. Our last quote is from Albert Einstein, who is a German-born theoretical physicist. He once said, "Education is what remains after one has forgotten everything he learned in school. It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education." Wow. Now let's see how all this quote relates to what we'll be discussing today. Very warm greetings and welcome to The Conversation. We are reaching you from Kaftan's television studio here in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Annabelle Ojing. The federal government says Nigeria accounts for 12.4% of out-of-school children in Sub-Saharan Africa. Former Minister of Education Adamu Adamu said, and quote, "Our education challenge is an open secret. Out of 258 million out-of-school children worldwide, an estimated 62 million are in Sub-Saharan Africa. Nigeria is said to account for 12.4% of the out-of-school children in Sub-Saharan Africa." End of quote. Now, with an estimated 20 million children out of school, Nigeria is also experiencing learning poverty, where 70% of 10-year-olds cannot understand a simple sentence or perform basic proficiency tasks. That's according to the World Bank. Wow, shocking, you say? It is pathetic, to say the least. But looking at the Sustainable Development Goal 4, which says ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Now you imagine the world in 2030, fully inclusive of persons with disabilities. So there's always light at the end of every tunnel, isn't that what they say? And today, I bring to you a beacon of hope and light at the end of this tunnel. Safe Hands Schools, a private Christian faith-based school founded in October 2006 under the leadership of House on the Rock, the Refuge Church, here in the nation's capital, Abuja. Safe Hands School is located at the Citadel and Towers, Oladipo Dia Street, right turn before City Gate, Kokwaba. And Safe Hands Schools always have an annual corporate social responsibility drive, especially for their year 6 students. And this project, including its details, are determined by these pupils. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet my guest on the show today, Safe Hands School's year 6 student. Welcome back. If you just joined us, this is The Conversation. We are reaching you from Kaftan's television studio here in the nation's capital, Abuja. Now we'll go straight to talking to the student of Safe Hands Schools. I will start from my far left. I have Timileyin Osibo. He is the co-chair of the fundraising committee. Let's get to know you. How are you?
Fine.
Okay, introduce yourself again.
My name is Timileyin Osibo, and I'm the co-chair of this fundraising committee.
Awesome. It's great to have you on the show. All right, so we also have Miss Tiffany Obinozie. All right, introduce yourself again.
My name is Tiffany Obinozie, and I'm a pupil in the year 6 class of Safe Hands Schools.
It's great to have you here, Tiffany. And then on my last here we have Lorenzo Onaga. It's great to have you.
My name is Lorenzo Okechukwu Onaga, and I am the class captain of the pupils in Safe Hands Schools, year 6.
You're welcome to the show. All right, so let's start with you, Tiffany. Tell us about your school. What exactly do you like about Safe Hand Schools?
My school is a Christian-based school.
Okay.
It's near House on the Rock. House on the Rock.
That's House on the Rock Church,
Yes.
Abuja.
I
Okay.
like my school because it's an inclusive school. The facility is conducive, which is very helpful for learning.
When you say inclusive, what do you mean? Like you have everyone, be
Yes.
it across religion, ethnicity, is that what you mean?
Yes, we have some children with disabilities,
Okay.
so we don't take them apart. We all come together to learn.
Oh, great. So how's it been so far, learning with everyone included?
It's been very nice because it helps. Your classmates can help, your teachers can help. It's very helpful.
Okay. Timmy, tell us, what do you like about your school?
I like the facility all around, the equipment that we have, the learning resources, that they have put every step in place that we'll be able to have a fun time as we're learning.
Oh, okay. So just tell us one of this facility that have been able to help you over time, even up until now that you're in class 6.
We have an ICT lab, we have a music room, we have different rooms to learn.
And you've been able to use all of them?
Yes.
Okay. So you want to tell us something about your school, Lorenzo?
So I like Safe Hand Schools because of all of the extracurricular activities we do, not just learning from 5 days a week.
Oh, okay. So like what?
So sports, technology, everything that everybody would like to do. We have clubs. We have clubs to after school on Monday and Wednesday. We can do any extracurricular activities we want.
Tell us one of these extracurricular activities that you like.
So I am in table tennis club,
Okay.
where we learn how to play tennis, how to get points in tennis. And on Wednesday, I have a club called Aero Bodies Flying Club.
Okay.
You learn how to fly an airplane, different types of
wow.
airplanes.
That's good. So now you know how to fly an airplane.
Yeah.
Awesome. How about you?
On Mondays, I'm on STEM Club where we learn. STEM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and math. We learn different stuff about technology, ICT. And on Wednesdays, I'm for photography club where we learn ways we can take better pictures.
Oh, so now you know how to take good pictures. Awesome. All right. Let's hear from you, Timmy.
On Mondays, I'm in chess club where I can learn to better my skills at chess.
Wow.
And on Wednesdays, I'm in keyboard club where I can learn how to play the keyboard.
Okay, great. Awesome. All right, now let's talk about out of school children. And we'll start with you, Lorenzo. Talking about out of school children, I'm sure that you must have met with these children, especially here in the FCT. What do you think about them?
So, according to UNICEF, there are approximately 20 million out of school children in Nigeria alone. This number is alarming. It should be considered an emergency. If not something is not done about it, this number will increase. And we know children are the future of Nigeria and the world. So if we don't let these bright talents that don't get to go to school, that are hawking on the streets, if we don't let them grow and learn, this Nigeria and the world will slowly crumble.
So when you met with them, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
Like, what came to my mind was, I'm a privileged child and I have an opportunity to learn, and I would have to make the most of it.
Oh, wow. Awesome. All right, let's get to hear from you also, Tiffany. What do you think about out-of-school children, especially here in Abuja? I'm sure you must have met with them, Fuska to Fuska. What's the first thing that came to your mind when you met them?
When I met them, the first thing that came to my mind was where they learn and how they learn. Like their facilities weren't really conducive, which isn't really good for learning. It won't help them develop their learning skills properly. So they needed to develop their facilities so that learning can become comfortable.
Okay. So you needed to help get into this project to help them develop their skills.
Yes.
So, like I asked, what's the first thing that came to your mind? Like when you see children who, like Lorenzo said, he's privileged to go to school, and you also privileged to go to school. But when you see these children on the streets hawking at the same time that you're in school, what comes to your mind?
What comes to my mind is that these children, that they need to be taken care of.
Okay.
Because when they go hawking on the street, we don't really know what happens to them. If they get kidnapped or they get hit by a car. It's really dangerous for the children. Because the children, like Lorenzo said, are the future of the world. So we need to build them right so that they can make the world a better place.
Awesome. Now, Timmy, I hear Lorenzo and Tiffany say that children are the future of tomorrow. So I'm sure you are the chair of the fundraising committee. So before I ask you how you want to raise these funds, what's the first thing that comes to your mind, and why did you decide to pick this project?
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of out-of-school children is that they are just children like us, that in any other day I could have just been us, that we have we had the opportunity to be able to go to school and have a good life.
Awesome. All right. So when you met with them, what did you do? Did you go talking to them and tell them that, okay, we are trying to have a project that would lift you out of this where you are to that place where you call the children are the future of tomorrow?
Yes, we chose a school to help, Zamani, LEA Primary School Zamani, which stands for Local Education Authority Primary School Zamani. Okay. The year 6 class of Safe and School, we went there and saw them, and we talked to them on what they wanted to be. They had hopes and dreams for the future. Some of them wanted to be medical doctors. Some of them wanted to be footballers.
Oh, wow. Go ahead.
And we saw that they have the same dreams as all of us, and they deserve the opportunity.
So what exactly made you pick that school?
We invited an NGO to give us an insight on schools that we could help, because we don't know everything. So the NGO came, and then year 6 as a group, we came and decided LEA Zamani.
Oh, okay. Where's this LES? Where's the school located? Around?
Is around the airport road.
Oh, okay. So, like, how many children do you intend to lift out of that state?
300 children.
Wow, that's huge. 300 children. How do you intend to raise the funds?
We have various ways of raising funds, like bake sales of tickets from our production, launch of our devotional, and other various ways.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you. I would like all of you to also help me understand. You have the devotional rather. You have what again?
A production,
and you said bake sales.
Sale.
Okay, so help us break them down into bits and pieces. Talk about the big sales first.
We this Friday we're going to have a big sale when we bring stuff. The year 6 people bring stuff and they sell it to raise funds to help the school.
So they bake things from home or in the school?
From home.
Okay, and then bring it to sell in school?
Yes.
So everyone is allowed to participate?
Yes.
And then the funds you raise from there, that's what you use for the project?
Yes.
So is that enough?
No, we need to demarcate the classrooms, because there are 3 classrooms and there are 300 peoples in the in their school. we need about a rough estimate of 1.2 million naira. So we have come here to sensitize people about our project. We are accepting donations, and we also and the bake sales will also contribute to part of the money we're going to use for the funding.
Oh, okay. So, Tiffany, why not tell us about the production? What's it about?
We had a literacy week, and it was themed that we should pick a book. So the year 6 decided to pick the Bible, and we acted as different characters from the Bible. So we are going to be having a stage production also relating. We are going to be our same characters. We are going to be having a production from the characters on the literacy week.
Okay, so what else, just after having the characters, how do you then raise the funds?
We are going to sell tickets for people to watch.
Okay.
So that they can donate, and we can raise the fund for the children of Zamani.
Is it open to everybody?
Yes.
Or just children of safe hand schools?
It's open to everyone.
Oh, great. Awesome. So that's how are you selling the tickets? Where's the tickets? Did you come with any of them?
No, we're still preparing for the production.
Okay, so how do you sell the tickets in school, or you just tell your pupils to tell their parents?
The production is happening in school, so pupils can tell their parents, can tell their friends, can tell whoever would like to come and watch.
Okay.
But the main idea is to raise funds for the children of Zamani.
How much is a ticket?
We're looking at 2.5 a ticket.
Oh, okay. So where do we get a ticket?
We're still...
Okay, still work in progress.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So, Lorenzo, tell us about the devotional. What can you tell us?
So the devotional is also based on the literacy week we had. Okay. All of the year 6 pupils would sort of tell the story of the character, the story that made them famous in the Bible.
Okay.
So we would make up a fictional story and see we'll bounce it off on what the Word of God has to say and relate it to the story of our Bible characters.
So afterwards, how do you respond for it that way? Is it like a game?
Not really a game, just not really like a game, just to inform people on our characters, what they did, how we can do what they did and better. And we'll launch the devotional to sell and raise money for the children.
Is the devotional out?
No, not yet. We're still working on it.
Okay, so that means we can't even ask you how much will the devotional be.
Yeah.
Oh, great. All right, so now we'll come back to that. But now, let's talk to you, Timmy. You said you're looking at raising 300 children from. Please mention the school again.
Zamani.
Zamani. Okay, you're raising 300 children from that school. Now, my question is, what happens after then? Is it from what year? Is it from primary 1 to year 6? I don't know. What's the...
From nursery to primary 6.
Oh, great. So now you have these 300 children is from nursery to primary 6.
Yes.
Okay, so have you picked the children already? Or is you just go there randomly and get children? How do you source for the children from the school?
We have come and talked with the children, and we are inviting the six people of their school to come to our production to say some words about their school and promote helping them. We have so we can work. So the early Zamani year 6 and Safe and School year 6 can work together.
Oh, okay. So if you're working with the people who are already in school, are you saying that these children, it's because if you say out of school children, it means they're not in school. So this primary 6 that you're working with, that your year 6 is working with, are they the ones in school or out of school?
They're in school, but we believe that we could make a ripple effect by making the school more equitable, so that anyone can come into the school, have a better learning procedure, and change the world.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I get it. So now it means that they're in school and then you have people who are out of school, but now you want to help with facilities in the school, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask you, Tiffany, why this project? Why again?
Like we've said already, the children are the future of the world. So we've chose this project because everyone deserves to learn. SDG 4 says that the child must have quality education. So every child deserves to learn. Every child deserves to be brought up right. Every child deserves to have good education so that they can grow up, come up with new ideas, new inventions, and then eventually change the world.
Okay. So are you talking to your parents, to your guardian also with regard to this project?
Yes, we've talked to people to help us to donate to raise the funds for the helping of the out-of-school children.
Okay, so who have you talked to?
We've had a revenue drive at our school.
Okay.
When parents come to drop their kids, we talk to them, we say, we are raising funds for Zamani, so if you would like to, please donate.
Okay. Okay, so before we round up and then go for a break so we can bring in your other colleagues, Lorenzo, how far so far? How has it been trying to get on with this project? Is it something that it is doable? 300 children, we're going to lift them out of from the streets. Is this doable?
Yes, it's doable.
Okay.
We've made progress towards our goal of about 1.2 million naira. We've gotten our donations. We have our bake sale tomorrow. We're still preparing the production. It's doable. It's possible. We can raise. It's safe and school can raise 300 children.
Awesome. I love that spirit that you just gave me. All right, now let's go on a quick break, and when we return, you've heard from them. We'll get others' children so that you hear from them also. I will see you after this time out. Join us again. Welcome back. If you just joined us, this is The Conversation. We are reaching you from Kaftan's television studio here in the nation's capital, Abuja. I'm sure you must have heard from the keynote speakers of Safe Hands Schools on the project that they have to lift children out of school. Now we have the head of school for Safe Hands. That's Mrs. Oladipo. We like to call her Mrs. O. It's great to have you on the show today, ma'am.
Thank you so much for having us.
Awesome. Now we've talked to the children. Now let's get to hear from you. Why the project? Why that school? Tell us, help us break it down into bits and pieces. What we didn't get, the information that we didn't get from Timi or Tiffany or Lorenzo.
Okay, every year it is our custom as a school to do some form of community project, corporate social responsibility. So this year, and I'll backtrack a bit, we have something called a head of school for a day. And the project, their presentation was centered around out-of-school children in Nigeria and what they can do to help if they were the head of school for a day. So that is where TV emerged as the head of school for a day, and he's also co-chairing the project with me. Now, during their research, they found some alarming figures. 20 million out-of-school children. Nigeria is the epicenter. So we decided to go about it the right way. We got an NGO to come in and even give us information. Where are we supposed to start from? What school? We wanted to be very objective with our choice of school. So and I think they shortlisted about 5 schools, but the children found Zamani a bit unsettling. We have a block with just 3 classrooms and 300 children.
Oh, wow.
And it's very easy for them to sit in their very comfortable classrooms and go around family, get some money and just send it there. But we decided to visit for some form of needs assessment to actually see the state of things. It was quite a traumatic experience for the children because getting into the place, there are no toilets, there's no staff room for the teachers. We have just 3 rooms. We have children from nursery to primary 6, no furniture. Teachers don't have furniture. And it was just the stark reality of the plight of the underprivileged in Nigeria. And so it's very easy for you to think when we say out of school children that we are picking the children from the streets.
From the streets.
It's very difficult to do that. We're even going into the system that has been provided to even see if these children have access to quality education like SDG 4 from the UN says. So in getting to that place, they saw the state of the things. We came back to school, did a debrief to say, okay, what exactly can we do? I mean, they went the smart route. Okay, this project must be very realistic. So what do we do? The immediate thing is, look, access to learning. Can we demarcate the classrooms? You know, can we get furniture for the teachers? I mean, teachers are teaching and they don't even have a place to sit. Can we see if we can get furniture for the children, get cubbies, get boards, you know, something practical. And in doing that, we went with experts, skilled men. We went back to the school to kind of just, you know, check the things, put cost, you know, naira and kobo to this thing.
Okay.
That is when we came up with our nice budget of 1.2 million. Okay. And in doing that, I like the fact that we carried them along. It's not the school doing something and imposing on the children. So for every step of the way, we get them involved. So we sat back and said, okay, 1.2 million, how do we go about it? How do we raise the funds? I do not want children who feel they're entitled to people's money. I want you to be able to walk up to someone and say, I have value. We are writing a devotional. And the devotional is some way in which the children connect with God, you know, reading devotional for children. So they are writing a devotional for children, by children, written by them. And with the invent of technology and artificial intelligence, they're working with the ICT department. So they're writing these things using the famous ChatGPT for some form of editing. I think they're using Canva, using Midjourney, you know, just so that, and it's an e-devotional. I mean, because of costs, we won't be able to print it, and they're not selling it. So the trick behind the, not a trick actually, the strategy behind the devotional is during their stage production, which is a ticketed event. It is a 2-in-1 event. They will stage that production with a, yes, they had said 2005. So we are working on tickets at 1,000 and maybe concession, popcorn and drink at 1,500, so maybe 2,500. You come in, you have access to the play. During that day, we would launch the devotional, and you know, the devotional will be accessible on our website. So when you click on the devotional, you will find a GoFundMe. That's also something they're doing with the ICT teacher. A GoFundMe, and you can donate towards it. No pressure on anyone, but you know, that's it. And I think the big sale as well, and donations.
Okay, so before we actually round up on this,
yes,
I'd like to ask you, how sustainable is this? That's one. I'm going to ask you 2 questions, and I'd like you to unbundle them in one breath. Okay. Now, how sustainable is this project? And then 2, how inclusive is it, especially for the school? Is it, does it cut across religion, ethnicity, and all? Tell us.
Okay, so it's sustainable in the sense, and you remember that I said when they were planning, it was smart and realistic. We are not, it is not a touch and go project. It's a project that will carry on for years to come. So the current year 5 students coming into year 6 will carry on this project. So yes, 1.2 million, what we want to do. In the event, even though they may hit me for this because they have a word that they're using that with God nothing is impossible, that they will raise 1.2 million. But in the event that they do not raise it, we know that, look, we have a list of things that we want to do. I mean, if we demarcate now, another set is able to provide boards, another set is able to provide furniture. And so when we say sustainability here now, we've brought in our entire school community and of course the public out there to put their funds into what they want to do. And it is something, it's a shared vision by the entire school, so it's not something that would die. And with it being inclusive, what we want to provide for the children in the school cuts across, because if we are so you said inclusive, yes. When we went to Zamani, it's not a faith-based school, so we have people of different religion. But that, I mean, when you understand love transcends ethnicity, transcends religion. So we are Christians, yes, and how else do we show that we love if we do not love our brother? I mean, the Bible is very clear about those things. So,
and I like the fact that you have to start from the children to help them understand that you have to learn to be inclusive, because right now we're always thinking religion, ethnicity, but now we have to demystify that. Awesome. Absolutely. All right, great. So now that we have the whole house here, let's get to meet you. Introduce yourself and tell us what you'd like to be in future.
My name is Trisa Bangos, and I would love to be a businesswoman when I grow up.
My name is Mayan Benson, and I would like to be a footballer when I grow up.
My name is Chidebere Durukins, and I would like to be a footballer when I grow up.
My name is Nazibike Kelechi, and I would like to be a programmer when I grow up.
My name is Zidola Ogunleye, and I would like to be an actress when I grow up.
My name is Shangospo Obeya, and I would like to be a footballer when I grow up.
My name is Angel Victor Michelia, and I'm the head boy of Safe and Schools.
I would like to be a tech entrepreneur.
Great.
I am Elira Adeyemi, and I would like to be an accountant when I grow up.
Okay.
My name is Adamu Adamu, and I would like to be a doctor when I grow up. My name is Senate Abuja, and I would like to be a businesswoman when I grow up.
Okay.
My name is Jesse Obedades, and I would like to be a footballer when I grow up.
Like we have so many footballers in the house. All right, Timmy, let's get your last word.
Education is a passport for tomorrow. The future is for who begins today. By Malcolm X.
Right.
We have a theme song. We have a theme song to sing.
Oh, you have a theme song. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
As every day goes by, how can we close our eyes until we open up our hearts?
We can learn to share and show how much we care. Right from the moment that we start. Seems like overnight we see the world in a different light.
Somehow our innocence is lost.
How can we look away? 'Cause every single day
We've got to help at any cost.
oh,
We can bridge the distance, only we can make a difference. Don't you know that tears are not enough? If we can pull together, we could change the world forever. Heaven knows that tears are not enough. It's up to me and you to make the dream come true.
it's time to take our message everywhere. You know, c'est l'amour qui nous rassemble. Si c'est là où le bout du long.
Let's show them safe and still care.
Oh, you know that we owe it.
We can bridge the distance, only we can make a difference. Don't you know that tears are not enough?
Tears are not enough.
If we can pull together, we could change the world forever. Heaven knows that tears are not enough. And if we should try, together you and I, maybe we could understand the reasons why. If we take a stand, every woman, child, and man, we can make it work. For God's sake, lend a hand. We can bridge the distance, only we can make a difference. Don't you know that tears are not enough?
Oh, yeah.
If we can pull together, we could change the world forever. Heaven knows that tears are not enough.
Are not enough, no.
If we can pull together, we could change the world forever. Heaven knows that tears are not enough.
Tears are not enough, oh.
If we can move together, we can change the world forever. Heaven knows that tears are not enough.
All right, thank you so much for coming and for coming to the show today. And it's really, that song was really emotional for me. Like I had goosebumps all around me. We wish you all the best, safe and school. Great. All right, viewers, I'm sure that song really touched you. Tears are not enough. It's not more than just shedding tears. We should take actions. That's where we leave it for today. Let's go on a quick break. And when we return, we'll continue this conversation as we take another leg of the conversation for today. I am still Annabelle Oji. Good morning.